Is the Punta Prima beachfront an absolute sanctuary or is it just too dead? Today, we're going to find out. And starting from right here, the Nautilus, one of the most famous restaurants in the area, and going towards Punta Prima, crossing from Torrevieja to Orihuela Costa. So, first of all, between the two areas, we're looking at a 20% price difference just walking through the border. So, for example, right
Correct.
here, these resales, which are a bit older, can start from around 140 for a one bed and around 160, 170 for a two bed.
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep going. This is one of the most famous promenades of this area. We have Cala Piteras right there. And we're going to have a look also over to the right, if we can,
Yes.
which will show us, we mentioned before the older resales. These resales here, you can see the blue ones and also the ones next to it. These are only fully constructed as of 5 or 10 years ago. And you're talking about starting price for a two bed of around 400,000, which of course is perhaps 2 to 3 times more than we just mentioned.
And it's literally like, we're talking about, they're there, right? And then we have this, you know? So what I would like to say the most, it's the how diverse it can be if you want to have like a more simple life.
Yes.
Or if you want to be a little bit more luxurious. Actually, I think we discussed earlier that we saw a penthouse
Yes.
being sold for like 700,000, right?
Yes, like
But
750, like double the price almost.
And of course, you have this amazing views. And actually, how would you say this in English? This kind of thing, this like a sidewalk. I don't know how to say this.
Promenade.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. So well, you can come and walk or
But
run.
the thing is, we do like this area, and the idea today is to talk about if it is, in fact, a good place to be or it's too quiet. Now, you can see here it's 9 something in the morning. People are around and people are walking. The only thing I would say is this is called Calapiteras, this part right here.
You want me to show it?
Yeah, have a look at there. It's just the only thing is, I mean, for all of this luxury, I would like a beach, I mean, I don't know could they not just do something about this and perhaps clean it and make it more of a beach? That's the only thing for me.
Yes. Today specifically it's too dirty because it's not normally that with all the little, ¿cómo se dice? Algas?
The seaweed, yes.
Yeah, it's normally it's not that with that many, but yes, they should clean
But
more.
the point
no?
is, again, as we showed before, with all of this luxury nearby, with the seafront properties, it's a lot of money to pay for a kind of a non-beach. Again, you're right on the sea, so like I said,
Understood.
doesn't matter. I mean, for some people, they might not care too much about that. They're just looking for the sea views,
Yes.
But for other people, they might want to pay more of a. They might want, when they're paying such a premium, they might want more beach.
Agree. Actually, look, as you say, it's a very well point because they have this amazing pool.
They have
right?
like infinity pools, yes.
Yes, and they probably value
Yes.
the big terraces, right?
Listen,
the
it's
view and the big
it's
terrace.
stunning. It's stunning.
Yes.
But it's just, personally speaking, if I'm paying all that money for a seafront apartment, I would like a beach.
Yes.
Not just sea. I would like beach also.
Yes. Probably you and I are probably more beach kind of people, not like we like it.
Yes, but and the thing is, again, for example, this promenade, if you can just turn it around so that people can see, it goes from the Nautilus all the way down to the Playa Punta Prima.
Correct.
And thereafter, once they've finished or started with the new constructions they're building in Cala Mosca, it's going to go all the way down
Correct.
that promenade. But for the moment, it's a bit cut off. We'll see that at the end of the video. But like I said, these properties on the right are very high and very luxury, built in the last 5 or 10 years. So the good thing is they're still considered resales.
Yes.
So you don't have to pay too much money because for the new constructions it's VAT and it's 2% more. It's
Correct.
11% versus 9%. And there's also stamp duty for VAT as well. But yes, it's a very nice area. Of course.
I think it's also important to say that behind these ones, lots of there are like 2 residentials being built, right?
Correct. In fact, yes, just behind here. In fact, the even newer builds that were only built last year and also are still being built now are actually going for the same price or even cheaper.
And they don't even have the sea view, right?
Well, that's the point. That's probably why they're a bit cheaper, no?
Yes. Correct.
Even though they're essentially brand new.
Yes.
A few moments later.
It's also true that that's Torrevieja there. You can see that.
The central part.
Yes.
Yeah. But this is also still Torrevieja until we get to that corner.
Ah,
yes,
okay.
Yes, that's where the border is.
The border thing, the border situation.
Yeah.
I would have to say also that this is more like I think people living in this part of Punta Prima, it's more for the views definitely because
Yes.
if you see this more like a more wild kind of beach, you know,
Yes.
it's not really suited for swimming or I don't know if you get my point, right?
Yes, I mean, well, there's a couple of boats out there and stuff, but yeah, I mean, generally speaking, when there's not a beach, a lot of folk don't tend to swim as much, I think.
Yes.
Yes. And to be honest, I don't see a lot of people in the water here. But as we get to the end of the video and we show the Punta Prima beach, which is over there, which is in the Orihuela side, then you'll start to see people on the beach. In fact, I'm sure there'll be people there already, you know?
Probably. At the same time, I think it is an advantage. It might be an advantage that you don't have like a more public beach, because I think it's gonna.
That's perhaps why it's not as busy as people would like, you know?
No, but I know, but it's probably an advantage in the sense for people living here.
Yes, if you want that kind of tranquility.
Correct. I think it might be a thing, because
It
definitely.
depends what you're looking for, because I mean, we're fine with that, but I think perhaps other people want more life.
Yes.
And I think you'll find that perhaps as we get to the Punta Prima restaurant and the beach there, it's still quite quiet, but because there's a beach and a famous restaurant, it's still quite nice, you know?
Yes. So another thing, what do you think, Sam? Because we're showing. Look, just. Yes. So how far? Just to let people know, how far things are from here.
Well, the thing
Because
is,
we're walking next to the beach, but like to the pharmacy, to a
Okay.
bakery, like supermarket.
well, the thing is, in another video, we're gonna have a look at the commercial side of Punta Prima, which is across the Blue Bridge, right? So, but the good thing is, at least where you are on this side of the Blue Bridge, you do have some things. So in 5 or 10 minutes up that way, you will-
Walking distance, no?
Yes,
Because
yes,
by car
sorry,
is
walking,
like.
yes.
But
Walking
in
distance.
car is like 2-3 minutes, no?
Yeah, so 5 or 10 minutes walking distance, you can find, well, in fact, I used to go to a gym up here, Reef One. And you also have pharmacies, you have the Yoku Chinese, you have little mini markets, you have,
The supermarket consume, no?
yes, no, that's on the other side of the bridge.
Okay, you mean on the other side
Only
of the
on
bridge?
this side, yes, because we're going to tackle the commercial unit side in the next videos.
All right,
But yes, as far as the beach side is concerned, in 5 or 10 minutes, you can find some things, you know, some restaurants, some bars, a pharmacy here, a mini market there. But you have to essentially cross the bridge to the commercial side to get what you said, the consumes and the bridge and the Asia kitchen and all that, you know?
Well, by bridge, let's just to make people know, we're talking about walking bridge. No, it's not like a car bridge.
Correct. It's a blue bridge that you cross over.
Yes, because by car,
And that's essentially the separation of the beachfront or the seafront and also the commercial side of things.
yes,
You know?
because by car everything's super close. And I would say this Punta Prima area in general, I think is very well located. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Either if you live on the beach side, you know, which is on the, let's say, one side of the bridge, or if you live more close to the commercial, you know, even if you go up to Los Altos and stuff like that, right? It's like everything's pretty much close, no? You have a lot of things, supermarkets, pharmacies, decent walking distance to everything, you know?
Yes, for sure.
It's also, I think it's fair to say that, oh, by the way, let's show the pool.
Yes. This is another one of the more modern complexes.
Yes. And well, right now we stop, it's like a more, ¿cómo se diría de tierra? Kind of walk.
Yes, there's actually some sand here, in fact.
Yes.
And again, it's a nice walk. You're going from kind of like the promenade back there, which is more like a kind of concrete stone, whereas this is more sand. And then, as we said, as we kind of cross this corner, we're going to actually go into the invisible border of Orihuela Costa. And you're going to see a 20% difference in price right away.
That's crazy, right?
I know. You're talking maybe Torrevieja, 3,700 euros per square meter, and here, 4,400. And of course, if you've seen the channel before, we've mentioned that Punta Prima is one of the most expensive areas in both Torrevieja and Orihuela Costa. Also, if you can, Luis, show this over here where people sometimes do some fishing and park their cars and stuff like this. You know, it's quite nice there also.
Yes, people do that a lot here. It's early. That's why you barely see people.
Yes.
But yes, people do it a lot.
Yes.
As we were saying, I think it's nice, the fact of this being more wild, because that's going to give you the tranquility that it's not going to get busy like a more commercial beach, no? Like a more...
Like La Fenia or
Correct.
Cabo Roch, you know.
Even though in this area, I think it's fair to say that the only like big beach is Mil Palmeras, maybe La Glea. But Mil Palmeras and La Glea are big, but they have plenty of space. You know, I would say
of course,
that.
La Mata, but that's further north.
Correct, but I would say that in this area, something that I really like is that beaches are small.
Yes.
So, I mean, even if they get busy, it's not that crazy.
And what I like also is the separation. It's like beach cove, you know? So, for example, next to La Fenia, you have Cala Ferrada, which is mainly for surfers, but people go there also because it's a quiet beach. Your parents go there, for example, you know?
Correct.
And yes, this is us getting to the end of the Torrevieja side. If you just turn the camera around to show the people, we can see that we're coming up to the Punta Prima Beach. And we'll also be passing the Punta Prima restaurant on the right-hand side.
Let me just make it closer. Yeah, we
That's
see
okay, well, they'll see it soon anyways.
we see people there.
Yeah, so people are actually swimming right now.
Yeah.
But yes, this is actually us crossing over very, very shortly into the Orihuela Costa side.
Mm.
So that invisible border I mentioned before, and also it gives you that 20% price difference, you know?
Yes. I think this view is amazing.
Yes.
It's really worth showing it.
Yeah.
I just love how clear the water is here in general.
Yeah, it's the Mediterranean, it's super nice.
Yes.
And it's a very nice walk from the promenade and out to this part here. It's more sandy.
Yeah.
And then let's just finish off by showing the Orihuela Costa side, no? Which is
Yes.
just down here, just across here. We're going to pass the Punta Prima restaurant on the right in just a moment. And we're also going to finish at the Playa Punta Prima. And if we can, if nobody's there, we're going to sit at that little vantage point for our final thoughts. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
It's a nice vantage point, no?
It is. It
And
is.
here we go. This is us actually crossing into the Orihuela Costa side right now.
Yay.
Even though it says no entry, we can still walk there.
Yes. Yes.
That's just for cars and stuff. But
Yes,
yeah.
it's for cars.
But again, it's just one of those things, because it's an invisible border, it's not something you think about. But when you think about prices and you're talking about a 20% difference between we're walking now to where we're going to walk to, you think, okay, if I just buy in the Torrevieja side, then that's me got something for 20% cheaper.
Yes.
Because even as I mentioned before, with the resales, even going into the Orihuela Costa side, the resales jump up. You know, you're
Yes.
talking like 160, 170 for a one bed, 180, 190 for a two bed, and the new builds, or sorry, the newer resales
Mhm.
are perhaps $500,000 as opposed to
You wanna go up there?
400. You can't go any other way, can you?
Yes, it's for the beach. Yeah.
Ah, okay. But the thing is, you can cross here and also go to the Punta Prima restaurants. So
Okay.
go
We
up
just
here.
go up here.
Let's go up here quickly. Yeah.
Morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Well, yeah,
love
here we
this.
are.
I mean, we have also these kind of houses.
Yes.
You know, that's
Which of course costs more than what we're quoting right now. But
it's luxury. Yeah.
but again, like we said,
Also, these kind of things, like people finding this. Well, look at that one in the back.
yes.
This one for sure. It's a
Well, this is an older one, of course. Perhaps
someone could buy it
to do it up. Yeah.
to do it up. Yes.
This
And
is us coming to the end of the video, and we're going to show, of course, the Punta Prima restaurant, which is one of the most popular in the area. And then we'll finish with the beach. And as Louis said, there are people there, people swimming. So
Well, it's one of the best times to come. If you live here, you want to come to the beach all summer, nonstop. For example, my parents, what they do is that they come early in the morning
yeah,
because of the sun, you
Well,
know?
we would do the same. We're not big beach goers, but when we go in the morning, like early morning, like 8, 9. No,
It's a
8.
nice, very nice sun.
Yes. And again, we're going back to this kind of classic promenade kind of look, you know?
Yes. And also this kind of,
And again, this is things that are happening here also. People are building new houses. This is clearly quite new, you know? If it's not a new construction, then it's going to be a nearly new build of the
Yes.
last 5 years or so. Because it has that kind of very modern look.
yes.
And then it's also kind of paired with the more traditional Spanish look right next door. And again, depends on your taste, but I think they're both super nice.
Yes. Yes.
And this one's also been painted quite recently, in fact, because it looks really good.
It's like a mix with a modern pool,
A modern pool and like a more rustic kind of Spanish.
traditional kind of.
Exactly.
Yes.
And again, like we said, this walk from the Nautilus to the Punta Prima restaurant is around 10, 15 minutes.
Yes.
But maybe we're a bit slower today because we're just recording parts of the area, but that's
Mhm.
just to show the people what it's like, you know?
Yep.
And yeah, as we're getting closer to the beach, it's actually busier than I thought it was going to be for
Yeah.
9 something in the
Yes,
morning. So
correct.
it's nice to see. Now, the thing with Punta Prima Beach is it is quite small,
It is.
especially for the amount of houses around. And of course, as we showed before with Torrevieja, there's no beach there. You have Calapiteras, which is a small cove, but it's not a beach. This is the only beach in Punta Prima. And as Luis is showing you, it is quite small. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it is quite small for the amount of people who come here, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas, in my opinion, one of the biggest focal points of this area is where we're going to pass right now, which is the Punta Prima restaurant, which is very nice indeed.
Yes, it is.
You know, we're going to pass there in just a
But I
moment.
think in general, Punta Prima is a very nice area to live. You have
It
pretty
is, of
much
course.
everything that
Yes.
you need close.
Yes. But again,
right?
they've been lucky to have benefited from these new constructions being built in the last
Yes.
5 or 10 years.
Yes, because this is
driving
like
the price up and the popularity up, you know?
actually Punta Prima is like the oldest part, no? Like one of the parts that was built the first, no?
Yes, I mean, if you look even before these new resales were there, the price was very affordable, you know? And
Yes.
of course, it's now resulted in it being one of the most expensive in Orihuela and the most expensive in Torrevieja. So
We've actually seen pictures of the 70s.
Like 30, no, even 30 years ago, the 90s, like 30
Yes.
years ago when almost nothing was here. But yes, the 70s, nothing was here, of
I know.
course.
Yes. But yes, and something I think it's a fair point to say. I think overall, in general, I think in this area, at least you live in Torrevieja Center,
Yeah.
this is an area to have a car.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean-
well, the thing is, Orihuela Costa in general, having a car is beneficial.
It's
no?
it's
Could you
yes.
show the restaurant?
Yes.
It's right here. Yeah, I think a lot of people will recognize this very nice restaurant, the Punta Prima restaurant. Again, it's only 9 something in the morning, so they look like they're
And
just
you've
open.
got these views.
Yes, and they're also yes, the beach right there, and also show that a little bit over here because people also work out
Working
over there.
out, yes.
People work out over there, and then just one final shot of the beach right there, so we can see the people.
Woohoo!
Yes, and of course the little chiringuito, the beach bar there is quite full for this time in the morning also, you know. And then we'll just finish here with this little last part of the promenade for final thoughts. So, if you were looking to buy in this area, Luigi, Torrevieja or Orihuela Costa, would Punta Prima be a place that you'd consider?
Yes. In my case, yes.
For what reason?
Well, I just love being close to the beach, even though
Well, it's right there.
yes, I love being close to the beach. I also think it's very, very well located. Like
Yes.
it's close to everything. You have the highway right away, you know,
Yes.
and many businesses, like interesting buildings. Interesting businesses
Yes.
are close. So I think it's very, very practical as well.
And as we said before, in one of the next videos, we're going to tackle the commercial side of Punta Prima across the Blue Bridge, where all of that famous kind of, well, the Punta Marina shopping center, where the Irish bar is, the bridge, Asia Kitchen, the new Sol Plaza. So in one of the next videos, we're going to look at the other side of Punta Prima, which is the commercial side. So shall we finish there?
Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you want to get tips and more information about moving to Torrevieja or Orihuela, you can join our free Facebook group. The description is down in the comments, right? And also, if you already have clarity that you want to move here, you know, and you don't know how to start, you can also contact us and we can help you, okay?
Thank you so much. Until the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.